It's been a while.
It has, but it wouldn't be to the viewer because I haven't started uploading these yet, so that's a really good note to start
Okay, it's
on.
been a while, and I had forgotten how fucking square Jonathan's pecs are.
Alright, what I'll do is I'll upload everything else like 2 days apart, and this one will be 3 days apart, and then,
Oh yeah, there you go.
even though most people will probably be watching this...
No, but see, that implies that like we recorded the other ones like 2 weeks apart, then waited 6 or 3 weeks for this or something. Not like we recorded all the other parts over 2 days, then waited like 6 months to finish.
It was actually 2 months. And by the way, so
It
we're in
feels more
Dio's
than
in
that.
Dio's manor now. No, I looked at the timing on them, it was 2 months. Anyway. So we're in Dio's manor, and this is a really annoying fight. I don't think I
There
have
are
to say
fucking
that.
bats.
Yeah. Saying this is an annoying fight is a bit redundant in this game, but here we go. These animals are just awful. I don't actually know, because the first time I did this fight, these animals can poison you. And if you're poisoned, you lose health, obviously, as is standard. So I'm just genuinely terrified about getting poisoned. There we go.
What
It's
are
just-
those noises?
Those are the dogs, I think. I never worked
Why?
it out, actually. I don't know. I don't know
Is-
if it's the dog, actually, because as I said, I never quite worked out what the source of that noise was. I think it's the man, whose name I can't remember.
Wait, is that... Oh, God, Jonathan is so fucking swole. I can't, like, get over that.
He used to do rugby, is what I thought. Just... He never came up again.
That-
I'm
no,
actually
no,
kind of
no, no,
disappointed
no,
how
wait.
little of his fighting strategy is rugby related now I think about it.
Because, like, no, that's true, but I don't think Jonathan was this
Do you think he got
swole
more buff?
earlier? Like, was this, like, as the part went on, like, Haman is, like, beefing up his muscles?
Like a squirrel storing nuts in his cheeks. That's just more ham-on in his muscles.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe. Now you're saying that, I'm doubting myself, and maybe he is just suspiciously more ripped, because Jonathon has about 15 different models in this game.
Yeah, and, like, he's gotten way more ripped as this day has progressed.
Maybe taking my earlier theory just a bit further, we know Hamon is powered by breathing, so maybe it is just oxygen in his muscles. It's like Hippo. He's just full of hot air, which, really, that's Jonathon to a T.
He should be floating. I'm surprised they never did that, using Haman to make you, like, lighter than air and, like, just sort of floating like a balloon.
Oh god, maybe if he actually continued Hamon in any meaningful way beyond part 2. I have to say meaningful because it was in other parts, kind of.
I just love kicking that fucking bird thing. I think they're birds, not bats, but, like...
I enjoy just kicking the faced dogs. It's so mean, they've already had a hard life if this is the point it's gotten to.
Was this the inspiration for Full Metal Alchemist?
Maybe. Who had it worse, these dogs or... I'm not sure if I hit what I wanted to just then. I hope I did.
I feel like if there's anything that you could be hitting, it's something you would want to be hitting.
But I might have just wasted my super... Nope. I swear I remember because I did multiple takes of this, and on one of these takes, which was a death take, so I kite out, I did miss and whiff one. I think I hit one of those dogs. That
It would be good if it was one of the birds. That would be
yeah.
entertaining. I forget, how does this mechanic work again with, like, the red health and the
So
green health?
you can recover red barred health, but if it's just blanked out, you're not getting that back. So I've got a few more minutes on the clock. His health bar is about 3/4 of the way done, so I'm thinking time to just bulk back up.
So you're just, like, stalling there.
Yeah, I am.
essentially.
It's a great gameplay mechanic. It really just keeps you in the action. I have to just shoot.
That's great. That's something Jonathan would... No, that's something Joseph would do. That would be a good mechanic in a, battle tendency game.
Yo, do you imagine they would have wanted to go on to Battle Tendency, but everyone who played this game, all 5 of them, 5 including me now, just thought it's not really worth it.
Battle Tendency is way more the name of a, like, Jojo fighting game, you know?
True, yeah.
That's more what it sounds like than the actual part it is. Like, when you hear JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Battle Tendency, you picture, like, this. You don't picture Part 2.
It is strange, actually. I think we talked about this before as far as part names go. Battle Tendency is just a really strange one. Compared, everything else has a bit more thematic relevance.
Yeah, everything else has, like, literal meaning or very, very heavy, you know, thematic meaning.
Joseph is a bit fighty, the Pillar Men are very fighty. But that's kind of everyone in JoJo anyway.
Yeah.
You could say that Jotaro's got more of a battle tendency than Joseph does. You're comparing protagonists side by side.
Okay, but real shit, Stardust Crusaders is a stupid fucking name. Because, like, okay, it's just the name of their team, which is, like, really lazy, but then in-universe, why the fuck do they name themselves the Stardust Crusaders? Like, in either way, it's either just a really lazy, we'll name the title of the part after their team, but then the other way, like, they really contrive name their team at just because it's the part name, because it's not something they would realistically ever fucking call themselves.
I decided to just Google this. What is the meaning of Stardust? What does oh, and I immediately get a game FAQs thread. What does the name of each part mean to you?
Mean to you.
There's a second one. It's from the Stardust Crusaders Reddit. I decided to just go on it and use a Lucanique. It just said Stardust Crusader. Don't really get why. That's just it. Just don't really get it.
What you? Yeah, I wonder where that name came from.
Battle tendency. His explanation is Joseph's energetic personality. I just fuck off.
What?
Okay. Sure, why not?
Okay, no, I will admit Part 6 has a really bad name. It's Stone Ocean, because her stand is stone-free, and they're near an ocean.
No, and they're in a prison. A prison is a stone ocean.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's a good part name. It's a bit on the nose, actually.
Fuck, what's Part 5?
Golden Wind. I'm not going to try and pronounce because it's written in Italian. But...
Oh, yeah, like Vento Atura, or whatever.
Oh, okay, we're gonna finally confronting Dio. I think there's some bullshit in this.
You've confronted Dio like 50 times in this game.
Yeah, but this one counts. My god, he's so wide in that image. How did he get through the door?
No, you're right. We didn't appreciate how good that image was. Like, we need to crop that out. There's a fucking thumbnail if I've ever seen one.
There's another one. It's Dio with his boy band of freaks.
Imagine you're in bed, you're lying in your lavish, English-covered bed, and then it's late at night, you just woken up from a dream or something, you hear, like, thundering stomps through the hall, then the double doors to your bedroom burst open, and truck-wide Jonathon Joestar walks in.
Taking out the sides of the door frame.
Jonathon, like, is straight up wider than, like, Josuke is tall.
He could actually lay down on him and take a nap.
Who the fuck are these guys? I don't remember these dudes.
Dio's favorite Slav metal band.
Like, seriously, were these guys in Part 1?
I don't know. Don't remember.
Maybe they were cut from the anime. I haven't read Part 1.
Same. Yeah, we all just... This part, really... This game is good for us to cover because it's garbage, but it's also bad because it betrays just how little we actually know about Part 1.
I avoid thinking about Part 1, like doctor's orders. It's bad for my blood pressure.
So, I'm actually really bad for your health by dragging you into this.
Yeah, but like, it's karma. It balances out.
These guys are way less interesting than they were in the comic panels, besides, they've all become one model. Also, not that I have to explain it because it's on the top of the screen, but we have to defeat 10 of these likely lads to progress.
I was gonna say they seemed really weak. Yeah, I didn't realize there were 10 of them.
Yeah. Oh.
I think the, like, birds and the head dogs had more health than these guys do.
Thought you were gonna say they had more personality, which was also true. Which is strange, because these look like frogmen.
Yeah, they're like, I don't know, these dudes are weird.
Yeah.
They have I don't like those claw things they have. We've fought, I think there have been enemies with these, like, same attacks where they have the claws and spin earlier in the game. I feel like we already have seen that.
Are you accusing this game of recycling?
Well, yeah, they used all their budget on having, like, a unique model and moveset for Jonathon every fucking fight. They couldn't use any of that on enemies. Yeah, it's like the opposite of most games where you have, like, one consistent character where you, like, learn their moveset and how they work and then fight a variety of enemies. Here, like, you just fight basically the same enemy over and over again, but you are, like, a completely different character every single time.
You know, that sounds like it could be interesting. Could be, is the
Yeah, no, like, if that was an actual, like, gimmick and had competent game design, that could be an interesting game.
I mean, what is kind of interesting? Just, this game does get genuinely more manageable. I stopped myself from saying good, but more manageable when you get Hamon, if only because Hamon is so ludicrously overpowered for a lot of enemies.
I mean, that's pretty accurate to, like, you know, the lore.
Yeah.
I forgot how good that fucking face for Dio is. Like, no, this game's coming back to me just how good the little comic panel faces are. Look at that. That doesn't look like Jonathon. I don't know who that looks like. It looks like fucking someone, though.
It looks like it's a helicopter angle of Jonathon yelling up at a helicopter. Because his shoulder looks huge. What else? I'm just trying to remember, because it tries to do interesting things. There are a subset of enemies who can't be killed by normal attacks. You need to have Hamon ready and land a Hamon attack to kill them. And that's an interesting idea, and so much of this game is dedicated to how Jojo works. And it's impressive dedication, but also a really bad game besides that.
Wait, is this the guy who's, like, his big secret really cool martial arts attack is dive kicking someone, but, like, having his legs spread eagle and just
this is the
going
man who
in
has
dick
the
first?
worst combat maneuver of all time.
And that's, like, all he has.
Yeah, his big surprise attack is to present his crotch to Dio, as we're about to see.
Do you get to play that fight?
We're about to find out.
Oh, nice. Because this game does have fights you're supposed to lose.
Yeah. And we have played as people.
He doesn't even he just, like, gets up into the air and slowly levitates at him.
He just shifts his center of gravity. A delicious boot to chew on.
Dio's looks like he's fucking high, and he's just trying to process what the fuck is going on. Who came up with this?
Well, you know who came up with
Oh,
it.
yeah, true, valid. Wait, Speedwagon's here?
Yes, he was following.
Oh yeah, I forgot this is Robert EO, I was there too, Speedwagon.
Do you even remember his arc in this was wanting to feel more useful to the group? A trait which he never really took on. I mean, kind of.
This is so stupid.
Tap. Gonna give him a little bonk.
Like, he's actually doing this slowly. They are having a full conversation while this is going on. This isn't, like, dramatically slowed down getting in characters' heads. They are talking to each other while this is going on.
What I like is rendered in PS2 graphics, he looks utterly nonplussed about this. Yeah, there we go. Just the second go round really helps it.
Yeah, I like how he's blinking. What a useless fuck. Dio's face looks a lot like... Dio top right. That's so good.
Compared to...
I love how bored Straightso is by, like, this.
I think it's with that scream it finally registered.
I love how they couldn't, like, actually animate him shattering, because, like, PS2 model, so they just sort of have his ragdoll, like, crunch up into itself.
You work with what you got.
I forgot about that.
His next most useless move. With my dying breath, I'll mildly inconvenience a vampire.
He kind of looks like Polnareff, which, you know, really makes you think.
Maybe this guy is Polnareff's ancestor. It's never confirmed or denied. He lives up to the Polnareff name.
He really does, yeah, it would explain a lot. I like how his skin was blue in that shot, just sort of arbitrarily. I like how his skin was blue there, because they just communicated that he's frozen by turning him blue, so it kind of looks like Dio was frozen there.
Ah, finally, Jojo and Dio together at last. Again.
Yeah, wow, what is it? Like, it's been 5 minutes already.
5.
Wait, is Jonathon about to get, like, his head chopped off? Is that what's going on here?
Yeah, the royal family just walked in and said, we have to behead you. You're simply just fucking up too much.
Yeah, you're making a lot of claims about being nobility that, like, unfounded.
Frankly, we can't be having it.
Yeah, shouldn't Jonathon be, like, challenging Dio to a proper duel? What if he's like, Dio, we're going to duel, and then Dio's like, okay, but I want to use a second. Jonathon just has to accept that, right?
I mean, if he's a gentleman,
exactly.
Which he really wants to be.
Yeah, he'd just have to, like, deal with that and beat up some poor fucker instead of Dio.
And then Jonathon will be the kind of person to think after he defeats that second, this time he'll surely accept the duel for realsies.
Could.
All I got out of that was dandy, I think. I don't know if he was calling Dio a dandy, which...
That's pretty, you know, like, rich when you're standing next to Jonathon.
Oh, Poco! Hello,
he's still here.
Did he just get dragged in? God, it's been so
Why?
long.
Yeah, why would they bring him?
Good old straight stuff.
Oh, cool. I like how they have to tell you the controls for characters, because you're playing as totally new characters this late in the fucking game.
So let's find out what his gimmicks are all about, because I've forgotten.
Let's.
Battle 22 versus them.
Really, only 22?
Yeah. I think there are 25 in the game overall. Did you just pour something alcoholic? Yeah.
Some more tequila.
You say some more, but that's in an entirely different commentary.
Well, see, people are gonna, like... Because I know the upload schedules are totally off. They can, like, piece the clues together. Figure out the chronology. Okay, I love the models of these guys. I love Straightso's run animation. Straightso's good.
He's not gonna have a good back. He actually does control better than Jonathon, funnily enough, from what I remember. He attacks faster, his moves flow together better. He's just overall more fun to play as.
Does this, like, have, like, a New Game Plus or something where you can, like, select your fighter at the start of... Or can you replay missions with the fighter of your choosing, essentially?
No. But there is an alternative mode where you play as Dio. I think we went over that before. There is an alternative story mode where you play as Dio. I didn't access it. I can't read the menus. So... Oh yeah, there's another thing we forgot about talking about mechanics. That charge-up move, which actually takes a little bit of hammer, but basically just means that your strategy is to start charging and run away. Look at that combo. That's way better than anything Jonathon has.
I like his just neutral standing pose, sort of hand on his hip, you know, hip out. It's sassy. I like it.
Oh yeah, triggered the super move. We're gonna take him to the disco zone. Look, unlike Jonathon, his bar actually charges up.
We need, like, this disco zone, like, in... Oh, that's good.
Oh.
Drill his ass. Yeah, love it.
A good chiropractic adjustment.
Yeah, that's way better than anything Jonathon does.
It looks a bit poncy, but you know, just how little he gets off the ground. It's like he's doing a little German dance. But I'll take it.
I like how kick-heavy it is. It's like Gogeta. Or... Wait, no. Or is it Vegeta?
I don't know, but the worst part about this fight is knowing that you're gonna go back to Jonathon afterwards.
Yeah.
That's the real tragedy.
It is.
His dodge move is also better. It actually goes back a sizable distance. There's not a player have too much fun.
So does this game have, like, a just one-on-one battle mode where pick your map, pick your opponent, pick your character type thing?
Not that I found.
Wow, that's surprising.
But it does have bonus fights. But, you know, if you could read Japanese, which neither of us can, we could maybe reason out what those fights would actually be. But I just kind of had to pick them and see what I got.
Yeah.
Mostly crap, I'm gonna confess.
Were you at least playing as people other than Jonathon?
Yes, for a majority of them you were playing as people other than Jonathon. With some surprising entries, actually. A lot of characters that you wouldn't expect to be playable turn out to be playable.
Like Pepe or whatever his name is?
Yeah, I don't think Poco. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see some of them in the final part.
Okay, see, this is actually cool.
Yeah, why did he let his partner die so terribly? Well, actually, we kind of know why, but that's besides the point.
I like his, like, emo scene hair, too. It's good.
Honestly, now think about it, Straight So should have gotten more time in part 1 to just be emo Jonathon.
Yeah.
Just better Jonathon.
I like these guys. These four have personality.
Yeah, you could make a comic book out of those guys.
Again, I like how they don't, like, actually melt. They just, their models just sort of crumple up.
What? Meanwhile, with the two more boring characters, I guess.
Yeah, this has just been happening at the same time. That's a good... That's a good image. What's going on with Dio's hand? They're making these noises as Dio is, like, hovering in midair, slowly towards him.
Repeatedly breaking his own wrist.